Hello, General Biology. How are you doing? I hope you're hanging in there, staying safe and healthy. So this is your video update for the week of April 6th. So you finished your exam. Hopefully you looked over chromosome structure because now chapters 12 and 13 in Campbell's are all about the M phase of the cell cycle. And it depends on what cell you're looking at. So in chapter 12, it describes mitosis. And mitosis is the process, that most of the cells in your body undertake whenever they need to divide. So if you get a cut and have to rebuild the skin, they go through mitosis to fix that. If you have an organ or an epithelial sheet that needs to replace cells, they're all going to go through mitosis to divide. And it's a very carefully regulated process because you can't let it get out of control. You have to make sure it's done properly and every step is complete before you go to the next step. In chapter 13, it talks about meiosis. So meiosis is the process of division for the germ cells or sex cells. So when you're making sperm or eggs, that's what your cells are going to go through to make those specialized cells. And those are only used for sexual reproduction. So it's not every cell in the body that undergoes that. What you want to be able to do after reviewing this material is compare and contrast. So compare and contrast mitosis and meiosis, the stages, what happens to the chromosomes at each stage, and what you get at the end. So for mitosis, you always, or you should always, get an identical copy of whatever cell you started with. So if it was a diploid somatic cell, like a kidney cell, you're going to get a diploid kidney cell. It should be identical. Not so for meiosis. Meiosis, you want to get 4 different cells that are all unique from each other, and they're also haploid, so they have half the genetic complement. So 2 completely different processes giving you completely different outcomes for completely different reasons. One way to practice is to take a cell and draw them through both mitosis and meiosis and follow what happens to the chromosomes. See where they move, what you get in the end, what they look like. It's a good way to practice. In fact, when you take the quiz and the exam, I'll probably show pictures of cells and ask questions, have you answer questions about those cells. So you want to be able to recognize and draw the cells at any stage in the cell cycle and either mitosis or meiosis. So practice drawing the cells, look for some good YouTube videos on drawing cells, and let me know if you have questions with that. I don't think there's anything due this week for you guys. Next week, so April 13th, there's a homework that's due, so you're going to complete it on paper and then scan it and turn it in. And then there's quiz 6, so that'll be on April 14th and 15th. And that'll be on any of the topics we've covered since the last exam. Well, so it'll be mitosis, meiosis mainly, and cell cycle. Okay? Let me know how it's going and send me your questions. And we're almost to the end, so keep up the good work. Thanks.